Hey, it's your boy Chango coming at you with another video. This video, Shane Gillis does the best Nate Diaz impressions, brought to you by a channel called 432 Clips. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've seen Nate Diaz, or Shane Gillis do a Nate Diaz impression, and then it was pretty entertaining. I've heard him tell stories about Nate Diaz. If you guys don't know, I'm a big UFC fan, fight world, boxing, MMA, all that stuff. With that being said, let's get right into it.
I got in there late, and he was like, "Yo, get him one too." He's the nicest dude ever. Like as soon as I walked in, he was like, "Yo, get this motherfucker one also," and he got me one. And then we walked outside, and he front kicked a stranger. He got in a fight with a stranger immediately.
Wait, after you were kidding?
No. So Nate's like, everybody that comes up, he's like, let's get a picture. Yeah, fuck you. Like, all that. And then one dude walked up that was, like, jacked. And Nate Diaz just immediately was like, yo, you want to run up on us? So as soon as Nate called him out, obviously the dude's like,
right. Then
what's
he gets
up?
on, yeah.
And Nate immediately was like, yo, what's up? And then me and Nate walked down the street together. Just me and Nate. It was the nicest moment.
Cool.
Of my life.
Did you guys kiss?
Front kicked the guy. I wish.
What were you? What was you talking
front
about?
Kicked
You
the dude, and then we
alone?
walked down. As soon as we walked away, he's like, "That motherfucker was like talking shit." And I was sitting there like, "Yeah, for sure." I was taking pictures with these dudes after, and one dude got tagged in it. He's like a boxing champion.
Right.
Like these dudes are pure animals. And I was just like, "Yeah, this guy's small. I fuck him up." Taking pictures. Nate's just. Like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. I was like, "Yeah, true." Who was the one?
Where he like just took a beating.
Literally,
he had him in the very last second, but he didn't go after him really.
Pointed at him and was like,
because that's what he does. But that moment was cooler than winning.
A slap and a straight.
Yeah,
and he knocked
the guy
him
was
out.
like boom boom.
That was
like
insane.
finishing it, he went
covered in blood.
It was
just
awesome.
like, yeah, I fucked you up. And then in the interview, they're like, you could have won that, Nate. What do you think? He's like, after party at my house. That's what he did to McGregor too.
Right. So I will outlast
He gassed McGregor
Yeah, you
off
better.
of his own face.
You better.
You better fucking kill me. Because it's going to be a long night, motherfucker.
Better hope. He better hope.
Hope for what?
Better hope he gets that knockout. Otherwise, it's going to be a up night for him.
They hit me with the do a shoey, and I said, I'm not doing a fucking shoey. Whole audience boos. I was like, I'm from America, dude. You think I'm going to listen to you fucking loser?
Start doing
took a
Nate
stand,
Diaz.
didn't
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Nate was
hilarious.
like, America, motherfucker.
Yeah.
How nice was that against fucking at that weigh-in? It was so nice.
It's funny that Nate says, I don't sound like that.
I don't sound like that.
Well, I don't want to bring that up.
Oh yeah. Let's not go there.
we were at dinner. He was like, just so you know, I don't sound like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You sound
bad.
great.
My
Very
bad, bro.
articulate.
Skank
Sorry,
sauce
bro.
in there.
Damn. When he came to Skankfest.
Skank
Did you know
came
that?
to Skankfest?
No. 5
So
minutes into Skankfest.
Nate was at Skankfest.
What?
Yep.
I invited Nate to
Skankfest Vegas.
Skankfest. He was in Vegas. I was like, come to Skankfest.
Wow.
He gets there. Him and his bros, who I'm friends with all of them. They're great. And they're the most unassuming group of dudes of all time.
Really?
None of them are fucking like jacked, but they would kill everybody. They're all just like gremlins.
Yeah.
It's literally like 8 gremlins come in, but they got there when they're doing the fucking naked roast.
Oh, don't
Just
get
in
them
time
wet.
for me to be like, all right, come in, come
Let's
hang
see some
out.
fun comedy.
They get in, there's just a fucking naked fucking goth
dude.
Oh no.
They walked in, yeah, this is fucking gay. And I was like,
I gotta piss.
yeah, I think it's gay.
That makes
Technically,
sense.
yes. Technically.
We
Still
went,
haven't paid.
went back to the green
Nice.
room. While we're in the green room, just a fucking naked dude walked in.
Uh,
They didn't even talk to each other. They all got up and left.
We just gotta go.
They're like,
We
this is
just can't
gay
be here for
shit.
this.
We're not fucking with this.
And you're
That
like,
makes
no,
sense.
It's comedy. You're like, it's not that funny.
And then I looked like a fucking loser. I was like,
I
come
saw
on,
you
Nate.
all walking out with them.
I was like, yeah, I'm leaving.
Like, where are you guys going? You're like, I gotta go.
I was like, this is gay. I'm not doing this.
that's a
Meanwhile,
bummer.
I was like, come check it out.
I love your Nate Diaz.
Thank you, bro.
Oh my god!
You know what's funny?
I never knew that I needed to hear someone nail a Nate Diaz impression.
Who's better than Nate Diaz? He's the best.
Well, as a person.
As a
He went
person-
drinking with Nate Diaz.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. And he's exactly who you think he is. Like, I pulled up, he was like, let's get fucked up. I was like, yes. Yeah, he never met me in his life.
That's so
How did you know that you just he was
One of his friends likes my stand-up.
cool.
So he was like, come hang out. And I was like, definitely. I'll do the Nate Diaz. You know? He's like, yeah, like, I was like, fuck that. Like, I mean, it's that simple.
That is really good.
I don't know. Like, I just knocked that motherfucker out. Like, it's that every time. Every interview, he's the best interview ever. Because everybody thought McGregor was. Because McGregor was incredible.
Yeah.
And then when you
When
compared,
he fought Diaz, they went, oh.
yeah, that's better. That's funnier. Because Conor's obviously funny and incredible at talking shit, but Nate's being honest.
Yeah,
It's like Conor's putting on a show. And
Conor's trying to sell the fight, and Diaz is just saying whatever comes into
whatever's
his
in his head. And half the time it's like, yeah, fuck this. And that's the end of the interview.
Yeah, it's
Take a
real
microphone.
punk, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feel like the reporter is going to get punched.
Yeah.
Are you taking a fucking piss?
Yeah. Tyson?
It's my
Tyson.
No, it's Nate Diaz. I'm Nate Diaz.
Has he bit his tongue?
Yeah, it does. Fuck you.
That's right.
This is my Japanese Nate Diaz.
There's a girl at the cellar that's like obsessed with him.
Yeah.
No idea who those British folks are, so comment down below if you know who they are. British, whatever the fuck, Australian, I have no idea. They all sound the same to me, but yeah, comment down below, let me know if you know who that is. Let's carry on.
So I like texted him. I was hammered, and I was like, I wouldn't do this otherwise. I was drunk. I was like, fuck it, I'll text Nate.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, will you FaceTime real quick? This girl fucking loves you. And I was like, a minute later, he didn't respond, and I texted him. I was like, I'm so fucking gay for asking you. Fuck, I suck so bad. It ruined my night. I was just like, fuck, dude. But then he FaceTimed me, and I was like, oh shit, hold on. And I held it up, and she was like, yeah. And he was like, yo. He was like, what's up? What's going on? Like, he was just, also, he got me for the impression.
Oh, really?
We went out to dinner. That's how I know they're watching. People are watching.
Yeah.
I think I might have did his impression on Rogan, and he was like, we're in the middle of dinner. He's like, I don't sound like that. And I was just like,
How scared were you in that moment?
I was like, agreed, 100%. I have not done it since, dude.
We'll bleep it. We gotta bleep that, bro. We gotta bleep.
Yo, I don't sound like that. I was just like, yeah, dude, definitely. Yeah.
Dude,
He does it and everything. Like, yo, yeah. Yeah, it was crazy to also like to slightly know him and then watch him fight. I was like, I was in there. I felt like a wife.
Wait, you were there?
Yeah, I was cage side. I was with Rogan.
That's right.
I was right up front.
Yeah.
What was sick is he got done. We were at the after party and he was like, I saw you sitting up front, Shane Gillis. I was like, damn, dude, you saw me during the fight.
he's paying
like,
attention.
while he's fighting, he's like, oh, Shane.
Because Conor was getting into everybody's fucking heads.
Yeah.
Talking all that shit. And then he tried to do it to Nate. And
Didn't
Nate,
work.
There's one interview with like CNN Business or some bullshit where Conor's sitting there and he's like, you're skinny fat. You're like a gazelle. I'm a lion. I'll fucking tear you apart. And Nate just goes, no one even knows what a gazelle is, dude.
I'm just looking at your little frame.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of an injured gazelle.
Yeah.
Strapped up.
People don't know
Take
what
your
that
top
means.
off. Take your
No
top
one knows
off.
what that means. It's
Take
in
your
America.
top off.
You stop yourself there. What were you doing?
Well, because when I started loving Nate Diaz, I was like, oh, this guy's just funny.
Yeah.
This rules. This is funny. And then you slowly realize oh, this is actually a deep philosophy of fuck that, he's a bitch, fuck him. That's it. Don't get fooled by the verbiage. It is a deep, that's
when he
crazy,
said
dude.
about McGregor, where he's like, if this was a war, you'd be dead.
That's the best.
If no one's stopping this, in two different moments, I would have just killed you.
He's like, I would have taken your family.
Yeah.
I would have.
Congrats, there's a bell.
It's almost like when a kid says something brilliant. You're like, oh yeah, that's so poignant.
Nate's scariest shit talk was that first Conor fight when Conor was predicting, he was Mystic Mac, he was predicting his fight. He's like, yeah, I'd probably knock him out in the first round. He's like, he better get that knockout. And it was just yo.
Smash that motherfucking subscribe.
People say that drives me nuts.
Smash this motherfucker and subscribe. All right, so God, Nate Diaz, man, that's an entertaining dude, right? And then he was saying I'm gonna knock you out in the first round. It's like, well, you better, because that dude, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but he does Ironman triathlons and shit, and he just has all the cardio in the world. So if you can't knock him out or submit him or just stop him right away, you're in for a long night. And he can take a beating. He takes punishment and just keeps going. Win or lose, that's an entertaining dude. Comment down below if you're a UFC fan or if you follow Nate Diaz or Conor or any of that shit, right? And right now, the big thing in the news right now is John Jones. Also, comment down below if you think that hurt his legacy, just stalling out for like 3 years or however long it was, right? Pretty much held up the whole division and everybody else just had to sit there and watch him, only for him to turn around and just retire. That sucks, right? But on the flip side, man, you got, what's his face? I don't even know, the new champ, fucking British white dude or whatever the hell he's from. Tom Aspinall, right? Him against Ngannou. That'll be sick, right? I know Ngannou's not on the UFC roster anymore, but you just never know, right? Or him versus Alex Pereira if he moves up in weight, because that's a big boy, right? There's some interesting fights for him out there, right? Like, he's kind of wiped out the whole division, but at the same time, there's some interesting fights out there. So comment down below if you agree, right? But yeah, back to Nate Diaz. That dude is something else, right? Yeah, I feel like he would be fun to drink with, right? So it sounds to me like if you went up to him in public and said hi and hey, let's take a selfie or whatever, right? He'd be all for it. But if you have 1% intimidation factor, if you have a 1% intimidation factor, he's gonna like lose his shit, right? Like, who the fuck are you kind of shit, right? Yeah, that would suck, right? Like if I went up to him and said hi and then he kicks me, yeah. And he's got other killers with him. Yeah, good luck with that shit. Yeah, I've met some people combative in my lifetime, and it's just like, dude, why? Makes you wonder, like, what is fueling that, right? Is it testosterone? Is it jet fuel? What is it that's making someone fucking that combative, right? Like, dude, just chill, right? Just take a chill pill. Like, literally take a chill pill. And I know he smokes weed, so why is he like that? Shit's wild. Anyways, if you haven't clicked away, like and subscribe. Your boy Chango's trying to build a community. You get extra brownie points if you're an MMA fan. Your boy Chango's all about that shit. And if you have any suggestions, comment down below. Let me hear it, right? I want to see some funny shit. Doesn't necessarily have to be a podcast. Doesn't necessarily have to be a stand-up special. But if it fits the channel, it's something funny, right? And I feel like it's a good fit, I'm all for it. I'm all ears. So go ahead and comment down below. Extra brownie points if you comment a link, right? It makes it so much easier. Anyways, that's all I got. You guys take care. Peace out.